FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Senator McCain, I'm a resident of Tucson and was proud to vote for you as my senator in the last election, and have admired you greatly for your so-called maverick positions in terms of speaking out against some elements of the Christian right, in terms of saying it was immoral or wrong to approve tax increases when we were at war, and particularly the way you were handled in the 2000 election by Karl Rove and the Bush campaign with such class and grace. I'm somewhat concerned that now you've flipped on some of those maverick positions, and the very people that did that to you in South Carolina are now running your campaign. And the question that I have to ask is, when you came out and stated that you thought Barack Obama would rather lose a war to win an election, I heard that as you calling him a traitor, because that's what a member of the U.S. Senate who would feel that way actually would be. Do you think Barack Obama is a traitor? And do you still believe that he really would rather lose a war in order to win an election? And if you do, what makes you say that?
Hold on to the microphone, please, sir. You gave a fairly long question. In what areas do you think that I have changed my position?
Clearly changed your position on the viability of tax increases at a time of war, and when we have people making sacrifices overseas and we're running such a large debt.
Well, let me respond again. I respectfully disagree, and I'll point to my record that I had a proposal for tax cuts. They were tended more towards the middle class, and I said they had to be accompanied by spending reductions or restraint on spending. And the reason why we're in the trouble we're in today is not because of tax cuts, in my opinion, and you're free to disagree, sir, but it's because we let spending get completely out of control, and the size of government increased the size of government increased by some 60%, the greatest increase in the size of government in history. So I'm proud of my position on tax cuts, which favored it. I did not favor those tax cuts because I thought there was no spending restraint, and that's exactly what happened. So you're free to interpret my position and what I did on issues. I'm free to point to my record, which was strong support of tax cuts, and I still believe that the taxes should remain low, and Senator Obama wants to raise taxes, and we'll present those positions to the American people. Do you have another area where you think... You said that I flip-flopped on a number of issues. I'd like to hear where that is.
Well, I think that your attitude toward the Christian right has changed somewhat in an effort to appeal to your base.
Well, let me say, sir, that I believe in a very large Republican Party, and I know that we have to be inclusive in our party. And again, let me say to you, sir, that my life has been characterized, I thank God every day, by reconciliation. Reverend Falwell came to my office some years ago and sat down in my office and said, I want us to put these things behind us and work together for the good of America. And I was pleased and proud to have a reconciliation with Reverend Falwell. He has since passed away, as you know, because I pledged to work with him for the betterment of this country. And the same thing happened when I sought reconciliation with Vietnam and for normalization of relations. And I'll continue a life that I hope that is characterized by both redemption, which I badly need, and reconciliation. So I'll be glad to go down the list of issues that I have, quote, flip-flopped on with you, but I apologize for the long answer, but I can't let assertions go unchallenged, which is one of the tactics that are used by the campaign.